Gentlemen, stop what you're doing right now. If you've been taking baking soda by itself, hoping for better prostate health and stronger performance, you might be doing more harm than good. What I'm about to share isn't just another tip. It's a biochemical key, a simple two-ingredient combination that can help reverse the sluggish circulation that's holding your prostate and confidence hostage. I'm Dr. Catherine Rotker, a urologist with over 2 decades of experience focused on men's health after 40. Today, I'm going to reveal the one powder that most men never think to combine with baking soda for profound prostate and circulation benefits. When these two ingredients meet in water, they don't just mix, they react to create a new, more powerful compound that targets the root cause of poor prostate circulation in 4 specific ways. By the end of this video, you'll have the exact formula, the critical timing, and the science behind each of those 4 mechanisms. I know the frustration. Your mind is willing, but your body's response feels delayed, weaker, or frustratingly unreliable. That doubt starts to creep in. Maybe it's the frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom interrupting your sleep. Maybe it's a weak stream or that feeling of not fully emptying. Or perhaps it's the performance in the bedroom that's become inconsistent, starting strong but fading, or not arriving at all when you need it most. What you're experiencing is often a reversible shift in your body's internal chemistry. After 50, your internal chemistry can start working against your prostate and pelvic health. But when you understand that chemistry and learn how to support it correctly, everything changes. One key change is a slight rise in your blood's acidity. It's not life-threatening, but it's enough to interfere with a critical process, the production of nitric oxide, the master molecule that signals your blood vessels, including those feeding your prostate, to relax and open up for strong blood flow. At the same time, oxidative stress increases. Think of it like internal rust forming in your blood vessels. This rust destroys nitric oxide almost as fast as your body makes it. Your red blood cells themselves become stiffer with age. They struggle to squeeze through the tiny capillaries that deliver oxygen to your prostate and pelvic tissues, often showing up as a lack of stamina or that feeling of fatigue. Finally, the smooth muscle cells controlling blood flow in your prostate and pelvic region run low on a cellular fuel known as ATP. Without energy, they can't maintain the openness needed for strong, sustained circulation. So you see, it's rarely just one thing. These 4 issues create a perfect storm that restricts prostate health and performance. The good news? This is a chemical puzzle, and chemistry has the key. Now, baking soda is a powerful pH buffer. It neutralizes excess acid, which helps support that nitric oxide we discussed. Research even shows it can improve exercise performance. So if you've tried it, you were absolutely on the right track. It helps with problem number 1, high acidity. But let's check it against all 4 problems. First, high acidity, baking soda fixes it. Oxidative rust, baking soda doesn't help. Stiff red blood cells, no effect. Low cellular energy, doesn't address it. This is why baking soda alone often disappoints. It's one piece of a 4-piece puzzle. This is exactly what men in my clinic describe. They say, "Doc, I tried the baking soda thing. It didn't really do much." The baking soda wasn't useless. The approach was just incomplete. We need a partner for baking soda that tackles oxidative stress, helps red blood cells move freely, and boosts your body's cellular energy production. When combined with baking soda's pH control, these 2 don't just add up, they multiply each other's effects through a simple reaction that fully support your prostate. Think of baking soda as the foundation. It clears the acidic fog so your blood vessels can function. But a foundation alone isn't a house. Many men stop here, see modest results, and give up, not realizing they're missing the transformational component. That transformational component is pomegranate powder. Yes, the powerful red superfruit, concentrated in a powder. You can actually buy concentrated pomegranate powder in most health food stores or online. Most men walk right past it in the grocery or skip over pomegranate supplements, never imagining this tart fruit could be the key to restoring their youthful vitality. When you mix pomegranate powder to your baking soda and water, you'll see a fizzy reaction, the baking soda and pomegranate's natural acids creating new supporting compounds. You're creating a new, more bioavailable formula designed to support your body's chemistry. Now let's look at exactly how this pomegranate and baking soda team works together in 4 specific ways for your prostate health. Pomegranate is packed with powerful antioxidants called polyphenols. These act as a shield against that oxidative rust, protecting the precious nitric oxide your body produces so it can actually do its job, which is relaxing blood vessels to the prostate and pelvic region. Second, the nutrients in pomegranate improve the fluidity of red blood cell membranes. This makes them more flexible, able to glide through tiniest capillaries and deliver life-giving oxygen to your prostate and pelvic tissues far more efficiently. Third, components in pomegranate feed directly into the Krebs cycle, your cell's main energy production line. This boosts ATP output, giving the smooth muscles in your blood vessels and prostate the sustained energy they need to maintain healthy blood flow and function properly. And not all the baking soda gets used up in the reaction. The remainder continues to keep acidity balanced, especially during physical activity, preventing lactic acid buildup from sabotaging circulation. So now you're not just fixing pH, you're also protecting nitric oxide, supporting microcirculation, and helping the smooth muscles stay relaxed longer. Men who get the timing right often report a feeling of warmth spreading through the pelvic area, a sense of awakening circulation, deeper, more restful sleep without urinary interruptions, and a noticeable return to natural morning vitality. It feels restorative, like your system isn't fighting itself anymore. All right, you've got the ingredients and you understand the science. Now we need to talk about timing, a make or break factor and how effective this will be for you. I've seen some men try baking soda and pomegranate at the wrong time and conclude, I didn't feel anything. But when they adjusted when they took it, the same exact mixture produced night and day results. After you drink it, your body goes through phases. For the first 15 minutes, your body starts to absorb it. The baking soda begins to balance your blood's pH. Around the 15 to 30-minute mark, your nitric oxide really starts to increase. You might feel a subtle sense of warmth as your circulation begins to respond. Between 30 and 35 minutes, the active compounds from the pomegranate reach a strong level in your bloodstream. This is when all 4 supportive mechanisms we discussed kick into gear together. Then you reach the most important phase. Around 45 minutes to an hour after drinking it, you enter what I call the prostate readiness window. This is when everything aligns. Your blood chemistry is balanced, your nitric oxide is protected and working, oxygen delivery is efficient, and your cellular energy is up. Your prostate and pelvic region receive optimal circulatory support during this window. Planning for this window is the secret. One patient of mine, I'll call him Jim, learned this the hard way. He tried the mixture one evening, but drank it just 10 minutes before he and his wife were going to be intimate. He felt no different, and the night was disappointing. He was ready to quit. I urged him to give it another go, but to take it a good 45 minutes before any activity. He called me later, truly amazed. The difference was like day and night, he said. He felt solid and in control and wasn't worrying in the back of his mind. Same ingredients, same dose. The only thing he changed was the timing, and that made all the difference. So the rule is simple. Plan ahead and trust the process. If you think you might be intimate around 8 p.m., take your mixture by 7 p.m. If you're aiming for a better workout at 6 a.m., get up a bit earlier and drink it by 5 or 5:15. Give your body the time to absorb and activate these mechanisms. Trust that in those 45-60 minutes, even though you might not feel much happening, your body is quietly building up to a powerful effect. Then, when that readiness window opens, you'll be glad you waited. It's the difference between saying, "I hope this works," and confidently knowing you're ready. Now we're down to the nitty-gritty. Don't worry, it's really simple. You just need your 2 ingredients, water, and a standard kitchen measuring spoon. Precision matters, not because this is dangerous, but because the right ratio gives you the best effect and the best fizz. Use about 2 parts of baking soda and 1 part of pomegranate powder. That's the balance that meets the best reaction, strong enough to activate pomegranate's acid, but still leaving a little bicarbonate behind to keep supporting acidity. For example, a great starting point is about 3 grams of baking soda and 1.5 grams of pomegranate powder. If you don't have a scale, that's roughly half a teaspoon of baking soda and about a 1/4 teaspoon of pomegranate powder. It doesn't need to be absolutely perfect, just aim for that 2-to-1 balance. Get a glass with 8 to 12 ounces of water. Room temperature or slightly warm water mixes more smoothly. Add the baking soda first and stir briefly. The water might turn a bit cloudy at first. That's normal. Now add your measured pomegranate powder to the glass. The moment it hits the water with the baking soda, you should see bubbling and fizzing. You don't need to wait until it's completely done. A few bubbles here and there are fine, but let the major reactions settle. Once the bubbling has calmed down, stir the mixture gently to make sure everything is well distributed, then drink it down. This works best on an empty stomach or at least 1.5 to 2 hours after your last meal. When your stomach is clear, the ingredients absorb faster and more completely. Remember to drink it 45 to 60 minutes before you need the effect. The taste is slightly salty and tart. If you want to make it smoother, add a squeeze of lemon or a tiny splash of grape or apple juice, or simply dilute with more water. After a few tries, you'll likely associate that tangy, slightly tart taste with good feelings that follow, and it'll go down easy. If you're nervous about how you might react, start with half the dose your first time. This will still give you some benefit, though milder, and it'll let your body adjust. The vast majority of men handle the full dose without any issues, but there's nothing wrong with easing in. You can increase to the full dose over a few days. For the acute performance boost, just take it on the days you need it, or a few times a week as desired. There's no need to take it multiple times per day. In fact, I'd not recommend more than 1 full dose per day because of the sodium intake, and just to give your body a break between. If you decide to do a daily regimen for general health, which we'll talk about in a second, stick to about once a day at most. Now, because I'm a doctor and I want you to do this safely, let's cover a few safety and caution points quickly. Both baking soda and pomegranate are natural, commonly consumed items, but natural doesn't automatically mean take as much as you want. Baking soda is sodium bicarbonate, and that means it contains sodium. Our dose has about 600 milligrams of sodium, roughly half of the recommended daily limit for sodium. If you're on a strict low-sodium diet or you have conditions like uncontrolled high blood pressure, heart failure, kidney disease, or a tendency to retain water, edema, talk to your doctor before starting this. For most healthy men, this amount of sodium is well tolerated, especially if you're mindful to not overload on salt in your meals. But be informed, if you notice unusual swelling, say in your ankles, or a big jump in blood pressure after starting this, stop and consult your doctor. Some men might experience mild bloating or gas when they first try it. Taking the mixture on an empty stomach and letting it fizz out in the glass minimizes this. Still, if your digestive system is sensitive, you might feel a little gurgling or need to burp. This is usually minor and goes away as you get used to it. Starting with half a dose can help prevent any discomfort. Pomegranate powder is very safe, but can have a mild blood pressure lowering effect and could theoretically interact with medications like blood pressure meds or blood thinners. If you're on such medications, it's wise to mention to your doctor that you're adding pomegranate to your regimen, but honestly, the amounts are not huge. As with any new health practice, pay attention to how you feel. It's very likely you'll feel better, not worse. But if something doesn't feel right, say you get an upset stomach that doesn't settle, or you feel lightheaded, then ease off and evaluate. These cases are rare, and usually any minor side effects go away as your body adapts. If you have any serious health concerns, get personalized medical advice. While the acute readiness window is powerful, the real magic happens with consistent use. This isn't just a pre-event boost, it's a long-term protocol to help heal and rejuvenate your prostate and vascular system. Used regularly, you support your body's natural repair processes. You're consistently providing raw materials for healthier blood vessel lining, which improves overall circulation. You're continuously helping to reduce whole body inflammation. You're steadily fueling your cellular energy production, which translates to better stamina and vitality that lasts all day, not just for an hour. This ongoing support enhances the oxygenation of your prostate tissue itself. For many men, this consistent care leads to more reliable urinary comfort, fewer nighttime trips, and a stronger, more confident performance when it matters. This is about reclaiming the foundational vitality that impacts every part of your life. And perhaps the best part? It costs pennies per day. Compare that to expensive supplements or prescriptions. This is affordable, natural biochemistry working for you. So here's my direct invitation to you. I challenge you to try this protocol consistently for 21 days. That's enough time for your body to adapt and for you to begin noticing changes in sleep, urinary comfort, your morning energy levels, and your overall sense of circulation. Mark the start date on your calendar. Your consistency is the final, most important ingredient. If you choose to try this, comment yes below. After you start your 21-day challenge, please come back to this video and leave a comment below. Tell me what you're starting to notice, even the small changes. Your personal story and your results could be the exact thing that gives another man the confidence to start his own journey toward better health. You're part of a community here. This entire approach is about providing your body with the right, simple support so it can function the way it's meant to. You have so much more ability to influence your wellness and vitality than you may realize. I'm Dr. Catherine Rodker. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.